Hello, Amy here from Connect. How are you today? Today we're going to do a lower body strength workout. So this is suitable for if you have a tummy gap or a weak pelvic floor, because we're doing no jumping. I will cue you for breathing because breathing is important with strength work, so we don't push out and down either on our core or our pelvic floor, and it will help with any back issues as well. So if you want to know about more videos coming up, don't forget, before we get started, to just click subscribe underneath this video and click the little bell so you get notified. We're going to do 3 rounds. Each exercise is going to be 30 seconds and there's going to be a 10-second rest in between. We're working right side and then left for each one. So I'll pop this down. You need no equipment, only a chair. You do need a chair or a step. And if you've got a drink bottle or something for the deadlift, because if you want to use weight you can, but you don't have to. We're going to do single leg deadlift and hopefully I won't kick the dog. Do you remember those birds that tip and drink the water? 2, 1. Imagine you're one of those. So you're nice and tall and you're balancing on one leg and you're tipping back. Should be as long as possible. If you want to point your toes, and then bringing back. Try and keep this leg off the ground. I have my hands on my hips because I'm trying to just make sure I'm driving the hips back and not bending at the waist. So it reminds me to do that hip hinge. If you have a broom, if you want to practice, you can have the broom, head, bum and back. Make sure it is all in line. So going back and forward, just like that. So if you want to practice with something like that, do that. So this is going to work the glutes, it's going to work your back, it's going to work your abs. Good. So that's your first one. Second exercise, we're doing a Bulgarian split squat, which is why you need the chair or a low step. Place your foot up here and you're sinking back into it. So make sure your knee doesn't travel in front of the toe, and then drive up, ground the foot. If you want to do this barefoot, do it barefoot. It's a lot easier to get purchase on the floor. So as you go up, breathing out, try and keep your hips level so you're not twisting on one side. Inhale. Good. Now watch my glutes, watch my bum. Make sure it's not tipped back. And you need to hop your foot forward to make sure it's going to be in line. So you can use a dining chair, you can use the couch, you can use a step. So my knee feels like it's going a bit far forward, so I'm going to shuffle my foot forward, drive the bum back and down, as low as you can, breathe out on the way up. Nice and tall in the body. So you're not bending, there's no bending in this. Keep your chair. We're on the floor, we're going to do a glute bridge. This is going to work your hamstring. So you're going to have one leg up in the air and you're going to drive it up. So if any of these are too much, doing one side, just do both sides and double up the time. Again, keep the hips level. Exhale on the way up, because that will help engage the core, keep united balance. I'm pushing the chair away, so maybe put your foot flat on it to push it down if you notice the chair's being pushed away. Here we go. So your leg up or down, as long as it's off the floor. So you're breathing out on the way up. You don't have to use a chair for this one. So if the chair is awkward, you can plant your foot on the floor. Here we go. We're going to go back to the deadlift. So, planting the foot, pivot. So if you want to use a weight, hold the weight in the opposite hand to the leg that you're standing on. So the same side leg that you're kicking out is the side that you have the weight on. Well, up to you. Whichever one feels better for you. Because when I say that, I don't have to really think about it. Ground the foot, nice and tall, pivoting back, and then exhale to come up. So eyes go forward, but you're not straining your neck. Keep your neck nice and long. But the reason I don't say look at the floor is because if you look at the floor, you start doing that and looking at your foot. And that's just all kinds of trouble. All kinds of trouble. Good. What's next? Split squat. So if you don't want to use the bench, I'll show you a version without using a chair. So you're just in a staggered squat. You go down. Again, if you want to use a weight, use a weight. Down and up. Driving through here. 10 seconds. Good. Swapping sides. Forgot which side I was doing then. Make sure the hips aren't twisting. Everything's nice and balanced. So if you want to, if you have got a weight, hold it in front of you. Now you don't have to breathe out as loudly as I am. I'm just breathing out loudly so you can hear that you should breathe out on the way up. 1 foot on the floor, 1 foot in the air, with a Louis duck helping. I know, what am I doing? So ground the foot, exhale on the way up. Try and get a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Hey Louis, try being the word, yes. He is my own personal trainer, making sure that I'm doing everything properly, yes, making sure my form is good. Okay, off you go, up you go. And up and down. So when you're doing this, you're not going too far up, you're kind of just straight line. You didn't need to see my face anyway. Louis, get up! Go away. Go away. Again, breathing out on the way up. So you might notice if your foot's on the floor that your bum is hurting a bit more. And when your leg was off the floor, Louis, what's this? What's this? What's this? Go get it. Here we go. Final deadlift. Nice and tall. Ground the foot. So neck nice and long. Keep standing on 1 foot. Good, and standing up. So the exhale on the way up is going to help engage everything. So it's going to work the lower back. Hold it. Pivot. So don't look at your foot. If you're in this position, you're trying to look at your foot. Notice how very difficult it is. If you've got the stick, that's because you're not meant to look at your foot. You're meant to keep the neck nice and long. You don't even have to pivot so far down. Good. Here we go. Right, split squat. I'm going to put my foot now on the step. So this is if you're using a step. You're going down. So down as low as you can. Notice that it's a bit easy to keep my bum back when my foot is lower, but it's still staggered, it's still tricking the brain a bit. Here we go. Other side. Let's move this out a little bit so I'm balanced. Humping forward. Whoop. And down. Yeah. Nice and tall. Again, we're not doing that. Shoulders back, chest forward, like a proud Dolly Parton. Exhale and whip. Here we go. So I'm going to pop my foot up on the bed, on the little step. Final option. Chloe's going to help me drive it up and down. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Try and keep the hips level still. The breathing out is going to engage the pelvic floor. If you've been doing my Pelvic Floor Every Woman Foundation program, then you'll know a bit more about that. Louis, away. Away. Up and down. Yes, this is your last one. To bring it to 10 minutes. If you want to work longer, by all means, look at one of my other exercises or double this one over. Because that is it, that is us done. Ow, you're on my head. So that is it. Thank you very much for joining me for today's workout. If you liked it, just hit like and share it with anybody who you think might benefit. If you want to see anything in particular, please comment below. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.